Hello everyone, it's me, Territalianus, different skin now, but still me. I'm back to talk about something I recently considered that might change things for the prison community. See, I've been a fan of the prison community for the longest time, and so well, to be honest, I've theorized about ways of doing stuff like patching the Unpachables, breaking out of every prison, and some of my theories have ended up getting proven by other people, like Canadian proving that through the Pulsar that you can make a prison that people are forced to get into, don't have to roleplay into, which was cool to see. But other theories like patching the unpatchables have never happened. So far, no one's patched witherproofing, or at least in a way that's manageable. And I know what you're all gonna say. You're all gonna go say, what is it? Ancient. What is it? Reinforced deep slate. But the thing is, I'm sure if you've seen Canadian's video, it can be moved by redstone, which is very hard to do. It'd be very hard to work with. I mean, there are ways. There are ways. I guess you could theoretically put like stuff behind it, attach stuff behind it, but that'd be very hard. Um. Anyways, what was I gonna say? But I started to think about stuff. I watched some videos and I came up with a theory of patching one of the unpatchables. And let me get right into that. You probably know what this one is. It's the most famous. Wither skeletons, or what? No, wither skulls and soul sand to make a wither in general. Now, part of the reason why this is so overpowered is because, as you're about to see, it's is very powerful because it can break blocks. And well, when these things break blocks, I mean they really break blocks. They can destroy pretty much anything. So that means even obsidian, which is the primary building block for see, like you push them and they break blocks and stuff. The thing is, it breaks obsidian, which is the primary building block for prisons. So no walls can withstand them. And you've seen tons of tunnel borers; they can just go through everything. But there's one block that can't be moved by redstone that is immune to withers, and it technically is unobtainable. But that's not entirely true. Now you see, this item I'm talking about, most people might consider, it's not possible to make, so we can't include it, but I personally would. I'll get into why. That's bedrock. Yes, I am being serious. Bedrock. Like, this stuff is very, very broken, obviously. But the thing about bedrock is, it is theoretically obtainable through a few methods. First off, you've seen multiple servers, tech servers such as SciCraft. I don't actually no, not SciCraft, but Prototech, others. They've built farms for it. Yeah, it was in 1.12, but here's the thing: if you have a starter server on 1.12, okay, get Bedrock through say the glitch that comes out. I'm pretty sure you can watch like SB737 for the method. Then you can get Bedrock, and then if you quickly update your world, you get, interestingly enough, Bedrock in the modern versions. So, it's obtainable. And since it's theoretically obtainable, maybe it's not the easiest, maybe it requires some really complex thought and tech and stuff, maybe, but it's theoretically obtainable. So it can be used as a building block. Because as we know, these prisons are built with the theory of it being possible in survival. Well, this is possible in survival. Isn't that interesting? So the one block that uh, withers can't break is actually obtainable in Minecraft. And if I get the wither stuff back out, then you'll get to see what I'm talking about. And more interestingly, while I build this, I've actually seen people talk about how on Bedrock there was a method around 1.20 that was possible. So if I place a Bedrock box right here, like this, and I'm sure everyone's always done this, like messed with Bedrock and built it with it, so you probably understand how powerful this is. But if I just build a simple cage, and we have here a really simple cage, just something to hold down the wither. And if we do this, we have here proof of the theory. There we go. And it should be unable to get out. And let's see. Yep. Huh? Oh, I messed up the build. Eh, that's funny. So what I messed up is I forgot to place a second layer on top because they'd spawn inside the roof, which I'll probably do again. They kind of glitch through when you do that, so I place that theoretically. Let me make sure I get this right. Okay, and then should theoretically not glitch through. If it does, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yep, there we go. It can't get out. See? So now we're kind of stuck in here with it, but if I do that and then that, there you go. We have trapped a wither. So bedrock can't be broken by the wither. It's theoretically possible. So as I hope you all will agree with me, we've patched an unpatchable. And I know people are gonna say if they see this, oh, technically it's not possible. Technically it's just bedrock is like not obtainable, but it is. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it requires some complex stuff. It may break your game at times, but on a server, it is possible. It's just really hard. And that's what most prisons are. They're just stretched to the seams of impossibility. Like, that's the thing. Like, none of them are truly easy, but they work. So I think that Bedrock should be included as a building block, which would open up a ton more stuff. A ton more. And while I'm at it, I might as well talk about something. This is just theory. This right here, I feel like is a proven fact. You may not agree, but I think it is. I would say there is one more theory I have on an unpatchable, or a series of unpatchables. As we know, there's some like chunk skipping, light suppression, a few others that rely on lag. Or not necessarily lag, but unloading of chunks. Well, Minecraft just fixed something about that, really interestingly enough. They just fixed something that is going to kind of change the community forever. And let me get into that. So, shift down, build up, I guess, bedrock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you're probably already guessing, you'll probably see in a second. What I'm talking about is water. I need water and ender pearls. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about loading a chunk forcibly. Before we'd have to build a complex chunk loader that requires the nether and everything, but we don't have to do that. Not anymore. And since you can theoretically obtain bedrock in a modern version through updating, It doesn't corrupt blocks as we've seen in the SB 737's hardcore world. It's possible to chunk load. You might say, oh, but this is a massive thing. It's just as big. Well, it's not really. Because interestingly enough, there is another form of it. Honey blocks. Let's get some building blocks. And water and soul sand. Yeah, I have it all. So you can do this. And if you get up on here, shift and crouch. Whoops. Oh, well. I guess I clipped inside the block. Huh. Anyways, but I can't do it myself, but there's supposed to be a method. I don't know it. I believe it's like no, I can't do it. But basically, if you've seen Weevy's video about him trapping himself, you can use honey to slow the descent of a ender pearl, and so you can make a machine that's like probably about a 9x9. So it's possible to make tons of these, which theoretically I think would patch all the chunk skipping, lag-based methods, stuff like that. I think just in general, these two methods alone would patch all but one of the unpatchables, and the only one that doesn't is ender pearls, or ender pearl stasis chambers, which we're using inside the prison, so that I guess prisoners could use them. And I'm currently trying to see if I can fix that, see if I can find a method for it. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. But in general, I think that these two methods here could patch most of the unpatchables. Maybe not, but I think they could. And I guess that's all I gotta say. I feel like people in the prison community, the unpatchables are done for. Like legitimately, the only one is Ender Pearl stasis chambers, and I guess if you could find a way of crashing the server every time the prisoner is there, you could crash the server, kill the Ender Pearls, which I think might be possible, but who knows? But Bedrock's obtainable. You can load chunks forever. I mean, even if you don't want to use a player to load them, just chunk loaders, like in general. I really feel like this is the prison community kind of missed out on this stuff. Well, that's all I gotta say. See you all, and thank you for watching this video. Bye.